what our adversary is going to do. They're going to try to get on our side. Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Bolivia, whatever, or, even building the dual use stuff in every other country, Argentina, Peru, Jamaica, Haiti, whatever. So I would classify that under something like self-defense. And with proportionality, like I said, we're not saying like, and by we, I mean me, I guess. I'm not saying like we can go to war with Venezuela and like invade their country and take their sovereignty, take all their supplies. I'm saying, though, that if they're aligned against us in our hemisphere in a way that's threatening, we should be able to go in and change that. If they want it to be better, they should just align with us. You say, well, Cuba's this tiny defenseless island. Okay, well, then you better submit to Washington because you're right next to the superpower, and they're playing games.
Saying you better submit to Washington is how we've got the whole situation in Cuba for 60 years, I mean, that was what they said initially. You better submit to Washington.
And if they want to avoid that, if they want to avoid a war, then they could always choose a diplomatic option.
So could Iran. So could all of Israel's enemies, though,
But Israel can. I would say that's a different story. Because,
okay, but that is true about both of them, I mean, I don't know. I guess I just think that I think, essentially my take on all this shit is that and I think this is right. I know this is kind of like a boring, there's just not the energy to some of my views that there are to yours because this is just. But I think that the bottom line here kind of is we can't afford the government we have, or even close to it.